So, last year, or maybe the year before, it was definitely the year before that, I think. I wound up doing a video about Brittney Griner. And I got a little bit of backlash from it. I don't really care. Um, I said what I had to sit there and say, and I still do feel the same way. Now, I watched the 2020 special with her and Robin. She was sitting there talking about her experience there and how happy she was to be back home. Here's the thing. I am genuinely happy that she is back at home, right? Because hearing about her experience, hearing about, there was times where she was outside and blitz weather for 2 hours. The stuff she has to sit there and go through as far as um, the conditions in the prison, the stuff she had to sit there and eat, all that sounds absolutely horrible. It also sounds like, well, that's Russian as far as how the jail system is. The thing is, she had, okay, not her, but like the United States wound up, exchanging her for a very extremely dangerous man, right? And this is all due to the fact that she couldn't be bothered to sit there and take 5 minutes and pack properly when she's going to not just a foreign country, but a very, 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 I feel like that's probably the worst country you could possibly F up at, right? And because of that carelessness, I will sit there and say, they had to sit there and let go a very extremely dangerous man. I mean, this guy is literally called the Merchant of Death, right? Crazy nut job arms dealer. And so every person that this man hurts moving forward, on her, it's on her. I, I understood why she, because a couple of questions. One of the questions was, well, why would you sit there and go to Russia to play basketball? And when she told her story, I was like, yeah, I would do that too. The pay difference between when you go out there as opposed to when you're out here. Yeah, I think any person that wants to sit there and provide for their family would definitely do that. You know, but this is one of those things, and I said this in my last video, and I'll sit there and say this again. You have to be extremely careful when you go any other place outside the United States. Right? You hear about these influencers like Ice Poseidon that could have wound up serving way more jail time for something as simple as taking off their clothes. Brittney was going to literally sit there and spend 9 to 20 years in jail because of contraband, illegal contraband, we'll say. And while on some level I understand that mistakes do happen, this is one of those mistakes where it's like it shouldn't have happened, and because it did happen, and because she wound up going to jail, and because it wound up being like this international thing, the United States did something that I don't want to sit there and say I don't agree with, because I wanted her to be back home, but it's like that trade off, to get her home by letting a very dangerous person out into the world do God knows what. You gotta sit there and wonder, was that an even trade? And in my eyes, No. Do I want her to sit there and stay in jail? No. And there could have been a possibility that anything could have happened to her at any point in time. This guy job is literally to sit there and practically make the world suffer. And any death that winds up happening, you gotta sit there and wonder, damn girl, was it really worth it to just be rushing and everything like that? I get that you're late and you're just trying to put stuff in your bag and you might have left something, but like, come on, bro. You go to a foreign country, you gotta be extra. You gotta be extra on point more than you just coming here. You know, if a foreigner have done that and came out here, the United States wouldn't have been that harsh as opposed to any other place. Because every other place that we go to, we do something that says F around and find out, they're going to sit there making an example out of us. And that's exactly what they were sitting there doing with her. I know they were sitting there saying they were trying to, in an interview, one of the guys was sitting there saying they want to do it as a tactic, like a trade or whatever, or something else. But a lot of places they want to sit there and try to make an example out of us because, well, let's be honest, they don't like us. Okay, they don't like us for just tons of reasons I'm not going to get into, but they don't like us. So I don't know. Actually, I pretty much kind of just said everything that I thought. But if I missed anything, let me know. And once again, I'm not trying to sound like a dick. I'm not. I'm happy that she's home and that she's here in the United States. She's doing her thing, and you know, congrats to her and her wife or whatever on her first child. That's very good. That's a blessing. Um, I just wish things would have turned out a little bit better. That's all I said there. So. Anyway, if I missed anything, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.